Session 46 of Unit 4 of Industrial Relations and Labour Legislation of 6th semester BBA of Mangalore University. In this session, we shall study about grievance procedure or grievance redressal system. It is advisable to set up an effective grievance procedure in the organization. The procedure should be flexible enough to meet the requirements of the organization. It should be simple so that an average employee is able to understand it. Though such a procedure will vary in different organizations, yet only following principles should be observed while laying down grievance procedure. A grievance should be dealt with in the first instance at the lowest level. That is, an employee should raise his grievances with his immediate superior. It must be made clear to the employee what line of appeal is, so that if he cannot get satisfaction from his immediate superior, he may know the next higher authority to whom he can consult. Since delay causes frustration and tempers may rise and rumors spread around the work, it is essential that grievance should be dealt with speedily. It must be clearly understood in establishing a grievance procedure that if the grievance is against an instruction given by a superior, it is in the interest of the discipline that instruction must be carried out. Only then an employee can register his protest and set in motion the procedure. The grievance procedure should be set with the participation of the employees and it should be appreciable to all in the organization. It should be agreed that there will be no recourse to the official machinery of reconciliation unless the procedure has been carried out and there is still dissatisfaction. There must be no direct action on either side which might prejudice the case or raise tempers while the grievance is being investigated. Now let us see the grievance procedure. A good grievance procedure should be simple so that an average employee is able to understand it. Secondly, it should lay down the time limit which should not exceed at every step of the grievance procedure. Lastly, the grievance procedure should be developed with the participation of the leaders of employees and must be applicable to all. The grievance procedure should ensure the speedy redressal of the grievances and must be capable of ensuring a sense of satisfaction to the individual who is concerned. Grievance redressal in Indian industry. In Indian industry, adequate attention has not been paid to the settlement of grievances. Legislative framework only indirectly deals with the redressal of individual grievances. It consists of the Industrial Employment Act 1946, the Factories Act 1948 and the Industrial Disputes Act 1947. The Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act 1946. It provides that every establishment employing 100 or more workers should frame standing orders which should contain, among other matters, provision for means of redressing the workers against unfair treatment or wrongful actions by the employer or his agents or servants. Next is the Factories Act 1948. It provides for the appointment of welfare officers in every factory wherein 500 or more workers are ordinarily employed. These officers are generally entrusted with the task of dealing with grievances and complaints. However, these provisions are not helpful due to the dual role which these officers are called upon to perform. Regarding the Industrial Disputes Act 1947, this act provides for the following provisions in order to fulfill the grievance settlement. This law provides the employer in relation to every industrial establishment in which 50 or more workmen are employed shall provide for a grievance settlement authority for the settlement of industrial disputes connected with an industrial workman employed in the establishment. The provisions of this authority shall be in accordance with the rules made in that behalf. Where an industrial dispute connected with an individual workman arises in an establishment, a workman or any trade union of workmen of which such workman is a member may refer such dispute to the grievance settlement authority for settlement. The grievance settlement authority shall follow such procedure and complete its proceedings within such a period as may be prescribed. No reference shall be made to boards, courts, or tribunals of any dispute referred to the section unless such dispute has been referred to the grievance settlement authority concerned and the decision of the authority is not acceptable to any of the parties to the dispute. Reference